Hello friends and welcome to My Hobby Home. My name is Cathy. Thank you so much for joining me today for our Sew Along Saturday. I am still working on my Jelly Roll Irish chain. This is a pattern that I received from Haley Stitches. It was a free pattern. I will have down in the description the link to her blog. If you sign up to receive her newsletter, she does send out frequently free patterns for 7 days. So I won't really be giving out measurements for this, but it's kind of self-explanatory if you're using a jelly roll. So this is what the pattern looks like. I can't even recall the name of the jelly roll I'm using. Okay, I turned around and got it. It is Country Rose by Leela Boutique. I knew it was a Leela Boutique line, but I just could not remember the name of the line. Last time we met, I had a bunch of these that needed to be pressed. Are these pressed on the back? Oh, these are pressed on the back. So I've got extra ones. I just pressed a lot and I have these that are already pressed. So what I will be doing today is just piecing together a X square. I call this an X square. And a white square. That's all I'm going to be doing. Probably other than coughing and all that. I've got something going on, guys. I got that summer cold going on. And it's just got a hold of me. I'm telling you. And it's not letting go. It got a hold of my husband last weekend. Or over the weekend. And got a hold of my future son-in-law. And so this week, I guess it was my turn. I don't feel bad. I feel great. I really feel good. Because today, when my husband and I got up this morning, yeah, my fabric grabbed underneath. I know what it did. I just got to straighten it out so it'll grab it right. Ooh. Nope, I got to undo that one. Because when it does that, it pulls my fabric off. And so it's not even. And I need to get it even. But anyway, my husband, he woke me up pretty early. We needed to go drop his car off to have some work done on it. The brakes, and he found an old, or older Toyota Camry, I think. Might have been a Corolla. He likes working on cars and fixing up cars and making them runnable. So we have more than one. Well, this was one he had gotten for our oldest when she was in college, because her car that we had given to her was laying down. It was trying to go out. So he got this car, got it running for her. Now, is it a pretty car? No, it's not. It's a beat up looking car, because the prior owner was another college student, and she'd had a wreck in it, and my husband got it, fixed it all up, you know, got everything fixed on it. But there was some things on it. The other car that we had given her, it was the same car she drove all through high school, and it was actually my husband's. No, it's not the one she drove through high school, because that was my car, and then she totaled it. And this was my husband's car, and so we gave that one to her. Because what we ended up doing was she had my paid off car. And we had gone and got me my first Highlander that I had, Toyota Highlander. And we ended up taking my Highlander that I had, loved that Highlander, and trading it in for 2 cars, both of them Camrys. And she got one to drive, or no, she got my husband's car, and he got the other Camry, so we both were driving Camrys. But I had to trade my car in, my Highlander. I cried the whole way back home from South Carolina because I didn't want to do that, but I knew my daughter needed a vehicle. So I went from a Highlander to a Camry, and eventually my husband was able to get an older Lexus that he found, and he still tries to find these Lexuses, because it's like if you look on some car sites, these are like the most dependable cars. This Lexus is. It's an older Lexus. It is built like a tank, y'all. It is heavy. It's a heavy car. And so he was able to get that, and so at that point my oldest daughter was in college, so he gave her the other the gold Camry. We'll just call it the gold, because we had a gold, white, and gray Camry. He gave her the gold Camry, and when he got the Lexus, my youngest daughter got the gray Camry to drive back and forth to school in, and I had the white one. So, because I've always had either blue or white vehicles, or silver. I did have a silver car at one time, and I love silver cars. Oh my goodness, I love a silver car. But, and that Highlander, y'all, looks fabulous in a Arctic white, though. So, my first Highlander was Arctic white. My second Highlander was Arctic white. And I'm on my third one. And my husband found my third one in Grapevine, Texas, I think is where it was. I will never drive that far for another vehicle. Ever. Ever. We left very early in the morning. And did not get home until very late that evening. That was a nightmare drive, because we had to go, even the outskirts of Dallas is still Dallas. And I do not like driving in Dallas. Guys, y'all, I'm sorry I'm having to keep my throat wet. I'm sure I just have a little head cold going on, because we get up in the morning and it's like 50 something degrees, and by evening time it's in the 90s. So just that big of a difference in temps is just not good. So all I'm doing is just sewing, and I'm just going to keep sewing these, because I got plenty over here. When I go to make my rows, I can just grab one of those. And I'm just lining up this edge here, and if it hangs over the top or the bottom, it's okay. I don't worry about that. I would like to get this quilt done. I'm going to say maybe in this session and maybe one more to have the quilt top done. And at that point, I will start more quilts, but I am going to bring my stack of unfinished quilts here that need to be quilted, and I will probably put something on my YouTube community tab, maybe even my Facebook page, kind of take a poll. Maybe I'll do that on the community tab. Take a poll as to which one y'all want to see me do first. You know, do you want me to do, because I have some that all I have to do is bind. And if I can get them bound, you know, I may do that. Let y'all call the shots. That'll be fun, wouldn't it? Because these are just ones that I have that need to be completed. I know I have one already that I need to quilt and bind kind of quick like. I have two actually. I have two that are fall-ish. I have one that's a Halloween. I have one that is a fall. I'm looking around because it's laying there. I'm thinking if I look at it, maybe the Unchained Gelody that I need to quilt and bind as well. I don't think I have any. I have some in front of me and I have some over here to the side of me. I just got them everywhere, y'all. Everywhere. But I am wanting to, my goal for October, this wasn't my goal when the month began, was if I have anything hanging out there that needs to be quilted or bound, I want to get those done. I may not say by the end of October, definitely by the end of November though, because I'm just thinking about it. I'd have to do one a day probably right now, because we're almost in the middle of the month. And guys, don't forget, Creative Notions is having their birthday thing this month. If you get their subscription box, if you do all of the projects in the subscription box, and you share and invite people to their subscription box or their Facebook group, which I will have in, well, I have it in the video from yesterday. In the description, I did 2 videos yesterday. One had all of the updates in it. Well, the first video that was released at 5 p.m. Central Time, it had where I finished the quilt top, and it had the adjustments that I made on the quilt. It had all of that in it. And then I have an email right behind it that came from Vicky. I had emailed her letting her know, you know, I sent her a picture of all my completed pieces. And I'm hoping she classifies them as complete, because my quilt blocks that I'm doing, they are complete until I get a full quilt assembled. And I don't know if we have all of them for this yet. But I like their quilt, you know, their quilt block. And I don't know if I'm going to find a line of fabric and just get a fat quarter and do all the blocks in those fat quarters. You know, just use a different fat quarter, you know, use different fat quarters each month to make the block. I may have to use, you know, pull background from somewhere and use the same background on all of them. So to tie them together. But my quilt top is done. My Make It Mini was done. My little scarecrow Make It Mini. And my little manicure set, it was done. I really like that little manicure set. I don't know, did I lay it back over here? I don't know where I laid it. But I really like that manicure set. Not necessarily for a manicure set, because I don't need to carry a manicure set around with me, because I have one everywhere I go just about. I don't go too many places. But it was really nice to converse with Vicki. I mean, she's always spot on and so nice. And she explained what happened, and she didn't realize, I don't think, that it happened. But I have all of that in that second video yesterday. Yeah, I'm probably not going to get through all of these blocks today. I don't know. We've only been sewing for 17 minutes. How about that? And my voice is almost gone. I may end up putting some music on for you guys to sew to. Because my throat and my voice is giving way. And you can see all I'm doing is just picking up one of these white squares and just matching this one up to it and laying it down. Yeah, every time I say that, I think about a country song by Luke Bryan. I don't know why I think about it, and I'm not a singer, so I'm not going to try to sing for you. I may be a sewer, but I'm not a singer. And I know I mentioned in my first video yesterday that I thought Tammy had a live on Thursday night. She did not. I had to go look at her lives to see. And I think her next one is going to be 10 a.m. So right after this video will be her live. And of course, this is Friday when I'm recording this for you guys, but I try to remember to talk like it is Saturday, because I don't want to confuse you. Don't want to confuse you. It's real easy to confuse me though, so that is a-okay. You guys, I have been looking at some of these holiday boxes that are coming out. Oh my goodness. I ordered one Friday, today. I ordered one today. That is just the absolute cutest little thing. And I don't know why I did that, but the price was phenomenal. Phenomenal. You know, if I don't get a deal, I don't get it. It was phenomenal. And when it comes in, of course, I'll unbox it with you guys and let y'all see it. I will be bringing you guys around for the Amazon Day deals that I got. I got some really good deals. And actually, I think I have everything I ordered over here in the box. But I got the boxes just sitting over here. I haven't opened them yet. But I do have some things that I'm still waiting on. One thing I did get from Amazon, but it wasn't an Amazon Day deal, that's supposed to be here Monday, I think. I hope so, because I really need them. And I'm hoping to, y'all will be seeing this Saturday morning, so I will be having a wedding to go to today at 2 p.m. at our golf club. And that'll be almost all evening. So I was hoping this evening I've already looked at this, because actually Thursday evening when I got home from work, I looked in my freezer because I need to get some more room in my freezer. And because I want to get some freezer meals that are easy to pull out, throw in the oven, you know, that we can eat so we don't eat out so much. Because it is so tempting to eat things that we shouldn't eat. So I'm wanting to make some things that my husband can eat and I can eat, because we are trying to go keto, mainly because I want us to do it because I'm having to monitor my sugar really closely. And now that I have this little joy on my arm, that's like a tattletale, y'all. What I ate, what I thought was a decent meal, it was actually my lunch. But my husband and I didn't finish telling y'all that. After we carried my husband's car to the shop, we went and ate lunch at the Piccadilly. We have a Piccadilly here. And we hadn't eaten there in years. Like, really, really a long time. So I told him, let's try that. You know we can get some foods there. And of course, Piccadilly's fried chicken is delicious. And so we ate there. But of course, I did do good with their tea. I got the unsweet tea, but I did put some sweet and low in it, and I know that's just as bad. But my guilty pleasure was the broccoli salad. You know, the broccoli salad with the raisins. Yeah, that's got sugar in it. And it threw my sugar over 200, which is a no-no. For me, that's a no-no. I actually think my monitor wouldn't alarm until, like, it was over that. But I've cut the alarm down, or lowered it, the ceiling of the alarm. I have mine set at 200. And when I did get a piece of cornbread, because I had butter beans and cabbage, all their cabbage, spot on, delicious. But their cornbread, awful. Yeah, that cornbread was awful. I don't know what they put in it, but my husband and I have gotten used to not having seed oils. And I think they put vegetable oil in their cornbread. It was awful. It tasted like burnt oil. Really, it did. So I didn't eat that, but I had my butter beans, and I know that'll cause your blood sugar to go up. But, you live and learn. And that's one of the reasons why I have my little tattletailer on now, is to let me know what I can and cannot eat. How does my body react to sugars, certain foods, what does it do? Well, I'm quickly finding out. I learned half and half tea. Might as well give that up too, because it's still sugar. It still throws your blood sugar up really high. So I've gotten rid of that. White breads I've gotten rid of. I haven't tried anything else. I tried the cornbread, and it was just bad. I didn't eat a lot of it, but I'm sure that fried chicken didn't help, and the butter beans and the broccoli salad had sugar, I'm sure, in it. So but it's a learning process. But anyway, my goal for Saturday, or today, is when I was going through my freezer. My freezer in my kitchen, which, you know, is the refrigerator with the top freezer. I have some cranberries, bagged cranberries. Now, I know this is completely against our eating, but it's what I'm going to do for my family. My family does not like cranberry sauce with the berries in it. I love it. I make homemade cranberry sauce. Well, if they know it's homemade, most of the time they won't eat it. But I have found a way to make it that I can can it and it be just like the canned cranberry with no, you know, just the jelly stuff. So I'm going to try to can it this weekend so I can get 5 bags of cranberries out of my pantry, out of my freezer, get it on the pantry shelf. And that way, I'll have them ready. Okay, I'm on my last block here. So now what I'm going to do is just trim these apart. I don't know that I'm not going to press them. But I'm just going to trim them apart and start sewing them all together. You know, I'll make a row of 4 with each one of these. Because we know each row is going to have 4 at least. Let me see. It says large throw. I'm looking at my pattern right here. The large throw has 6 of our little X blocks in them for row A. And let's see how many rows we have. Let's see. Got to see how many the large throw has. We will make 6 rows of row A. And it does say press seams to the right. We already have one made. I believe that's a row A. Because row B starts with a background and then the printed block. And once I get 6 done, let's see. I only need to do 5 more. So there's 11 squares on each one. So what I will do is end up doing, let's see, 10 of the 4 pieces. I know that doesn't make sense. I'm doing quilting math, y'all. That's kind of like chicken math. It don't make sense. So what it means is I will take 2 sets like this and put them together. That'll make 4. Well, if my thing has 11 squares on it, I can do 4 of these together. So if I have a set of 4, then a set of 4, put those together, that's going to be 8. And then I can do a set of 2 and then a single. So if I do 10 sets of 4, that's all I need. But then I need 5 sets of 2. It'll work itself out. It always does. And if not, I got plenty of squares here to fix it with. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking 2 sets of 2s, putting them together here, and then just throwing them under this needle, and we're going to start making our 4 sets of 4s. So there's one set of 4. And I always let the printed block be the first block because that is what these rows start with. So that's 2. Here's our third one. And yeah, I apologize for being quiet with you, but the more I talk, the more my throat starts hurting. And the more my nose starts running. So, I don't think y'all want to see me blowing my nose. I've cut that part out so far. And I will continue to do so. I'm not going to subject y'all to that. Okay, let's make sure my count is right. So, these are the starts of our first 5 rows. Or our alternating A row. They call this row A. And I hope you guys go to Haley Stitches and sign up for her newsletter because, like I said, she does do some very beautiful quilts. And she always sends you free patterns. Now, some of the patterns she sends, she does find like on Fat Quarter Shop, but she links them. She'll talk about, you know, what type of cut or something to use, and she'll link maybe like the top 10 that she's found. And sometimes Fat Quarter Shop has links, and you know, it's pretty great going into like design houses websites, and they have free patterns. It is just amazing. Like I found the Robert Kaufman, you know, he's a designer of fabrics, and he's got free patterns out there like crazy. You know, who don't love a good free pattern? But sometimes you see one that you want to buy, and I saw one today that I wanted to buy, but it's like in a notify me status. It hadn't come out yet. Yeah, I put myself on the list to be notified. For the quilt kit even. I'm like, I don't even care about just the pattern. I want the whole thing. I want the quilt kit. Yeah, that's what I'll be doing. I'm waiting on that one. So I did that one Friday, along with another one I did Friday. I am going to be doing unboxings of Christmas boxes again this year. And I am trying to find small shops that are doing the 12 Days of Christmas sales. Sort of like Green Fairy Quilts did last year. I will probably do Green Fairy Quilts again this year. I loved their 12 Days of Christmas because they had some really good deals. And I bought something every day. And I actually held all of those until they all came in and did a single unboxing. And just as a forewarning, some people do not like this, but just so you know, when I do a Christmas box unboxing, if there's more than one day in it, I do it all at the same time. I do not break it down by days. I do it all at the same time. So if you're one of those that don't like to see it all at the same time, sort of like Missouri Star Quilt Box, the Jenny's Countdown to Christmas, I will release my unboxing all at one time. So please don't be offended. That's just how I do it. And the reason I do it that way is because when I started looking at that box and I started watching videos online for that box, I looked for videos that had the whole unboxing at one time. I didn't. If I came across one that only had one day, I didn't watch it. I did not I did not like that. I did not watch it. So I did the whole unboxing at one time. Now, some people do like that. Some people do like to see it unboxed every day individually. I don't. I mean, first off, I'm very impatient. It gets me. And secondly, that's a box for Christmas. And it's got projects in it that I may want to have done before Christmas. I think, I don't know how many I have now because I've been just talking and yickety-yakketing. And look at this. We got all these. If we got 10, I'm going to stop. Y'all, perfect. I got 10 exactly. And I was just about to grab another one and start another one. So what I'm going to do is just cut these apart. I'm not pressing or anything. But now what I'll do is I'll put 2 of these together to make an 8-block row. And once I get that done, I'll put another 2-piece. I'll attach another 2-piece to it. And then I'll grab from my stack here and just do 1. And that will finish all of my 11 blocks for row A. So what we're going to do here, lay that block out, just lay this block on top. And wouldn't that be fantastic if I can get all of the blocks done? Okay, what happened? What'd I do? I did something and now there we go. I hit a button. And sometimes that's not a good thing to do on this machine because you just don't know what that button did. I don't know what that button did. Okay, so there's my first one. Here is my second one. I'm going to make sure those kind of line up there. The rate we're going, we may have this done probably in 2 more sessions, I think. Once I get the rows completed, the A rows, I'm gonna end at that point because we're already running at 45 minutes. I know I got a little bit that's gonna be cut out, but not a lot. And I definitely do not want to run you guys over an hour because, like I said, Tammy has her live at, I believe she said 10. Now that I'm thinking about it, is it going to be 10 Central Time or 10 her time? Because if it's 10 her time, she's live when my video comes out. She goes live when my video comes out. Because my video comes out at 9 on Saturday mornings. Because nobody had lives at that time. But it's okay if she decides to do a live at the same time my video comes out. If y'all do not know who Tammy is, she is the Siberian Wind. She and I will be doing a live sew-along starting in November. Every Thursday evening. We had a time, but I think I forgot what time it was. I will have to ask her that. I think it's either 6 or 7 Central. I can't remember. I've had a lot of things happen since the last time we set the time. I don't know which live we decided that on. She and I decide things on lives. And I know Sean had Donnell on this morning, and I thought I was going to have my grandbaby this weekend, but I'm not. I completely forgot when I saw my grandbaby this past weekend. We had talked about a different weekend, and I completely forgot about it. We were eating and had a lot going on, and I was paying attention to my grandbaby. I wasn't paying attention to our conversation. That little grandbaby girl had all my attention. She's so precious. Well, guys, I just ended my water bottle, so I may be in trouble. Okay, so we've got our 5 because we already have one. It's actually right there behind me. And yes, y'all, that's my Presley's Dream behind me as well. So now all I need to do is just add another 2-block piece to each one of these. Let's see what I can grab. Let me grab these out of here and see what I got. Oh, I grabbed my white squares. I don't need my white squares. I need my 2 blocks. I know I don't want one with the pink polka dots on it because I got pink polka dots on. That one ain't got pink polka dots. That's why I like to throw them over here and mix them up. But yeah, on that Presley's Dream, I will be doing that quilt again in a different color. Not quite sure what it is. But instead of 4 colors, I'm only going to use 3 colors. And I'm just waiting for my request to be admitted into the Creative Notions group on Facebook. Once I am approved in the Facebook group, I will print out the final pattern. You'll have to watch the video from yesterday to know what I'm talking about. So if you didn't see that video yesterday, be sure to go check it out. It's the one that has, on the thumbnail, it says new updates. Yeah, that's the one you may want to grab. I'm trying not to put all the pink polka dots on one row. But I'm even thinking about doing this quilt in a different jelly roll. You know, maybe more of a wintry jelly roll. I haven't decided yet. Because I do have Winter Wonderland, I think is what it's called. And I have some other jelly rolls. I don't know if you can see them, but they're right there. And I have, well, these are fat quarter bundles right there. So, I don't know. I've got the fabric to try it with. So, why not, huh? But anyway, talking about the Christmas boxes. I will start doing those probably, I'm not exactly sure the date. And I know y'all, there will be a lot more out there because I have heard, I don't know if this is true or not, but I have heard that Missouri Star Quilt Company is no longer doing their affiliate program. I've heard that. I don't know how true that is, but I think I heard one of their affiliates state in one of their videos that they got the email they're no longer going to offer that program. And that was one of the, by my understanding, now I've never been an affiliate of Missouri Star, so I cannot speak firsthand on this. I can just speak of what I have heard and been told and what I've read. But part of being an affiliate for Missouri Star was that you could not open your box all at once. You had to do it day by day. And now that they don't have that affiliate program, I have a feeling a lot more creators will all be putting them out at the same time. You know, that everybody will be opening their boxes. And that is quite all right with me. I love seeing all the boxes, which I think they're all the same thing, but I get so excited about mine because last year I opened mine because we had just found out my son was going to be deployed over Christmas. And he was. We got to see him Thanksgiving. And that was the day we got the news. He told us, you know, he was being deployed and the estimated time. And I couldn't be happy for Thanksgiving. And I couldn't be happy because I saw him, because that was such sad news, that I actually did my opening of my box that night. Now, that box opening had been recorded for almost a month. I did it on Halloween night. I had recorded it. And I released it that day, and I'm going to tell you, it was a learning lesson for me, and realizing I cannot make everyone happy, but I got some of the most horrible comments. And I tried to stay quiet because I was already hurt over my son being deployed. And I kept, you know, I just tried to stay quiet. And then eventually I did make a statement. Because it was just unreal. I will make the statement this year. The comments that I got last year will not be tolerated, because I am doing it all in fun. And I said spoiler alert on there, and I said complete unboxing. If you don't want to see it, please don't watch it. Please don't leave a nasty comment, because somebody else's joy is more important than putting a negative comment out there. Just understand, not everybody walks in your shoes. That some people, and I don't even remember who did it, and it does not matter, because nobody should do that. I think I've got 10 on all these. I have to think. So, but I hope everyone will enjoy it. I hope nobody has any hard feelings. If you don't want to see it, please, 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 I'm going to warn you, I'm not going to open it this month. Absolutely not. I will not do that. I will not put it out this month. It will be closer to December before I release it. So just know that. I'm not going to spoil it this early. Now, I would have loved for someone to have released that video while the box could still be purchased, because that would have let me know, do I want to purchase this or not? Are these things I want? The only box that I'm really not sure about that I opened last year is the Bernina Christmas box. I haven't seen anything on the Bernina Christmas box yet this year. Y'all, all I have to do on these now is just put a single block on it, and I've got to press those out. That's why I'm not doing it on this video. I will end this video pretty quick, though. I have not seen anything on the Bernina Christmas box. I don't know if they're going to have another one this year. I will go on their website and check to see, but I don't think I'll buy another one, because it was almost $1,000. And I would rather split that $1,000 up into quilt kits. So, and you could get a lot of quilt kits for $1,000. You could get some really nice quilt kits for $1,000. I think I have one quilt kit that I purchased that I should be getting. And yeah, I've never purchased like a boxed quilt kit. So I'm going to be really excited. Just saying. But just kind of giving y'all a forewarning about Christmas. Christmas is my season, y'all. I love it. I love Christmas. I don't remember if I had my Christmas tree up last year in here, but I'm going to have it up. I think I did. I think I did have it. I think it was right over here. But I will probably put it up again this year. I love Christmas. Oh my goodness, y'all. Y'all just don't have any idea how much I love Christmas. Christmas, hot chocolate, wassail, Christmas carols, the fireplace, quilts, Christmas movies. Y'all may not see any, I can't say that. I was going to say, y'all may not see any videos from me at Christmas because I may be cuddled up on my couch watching Christmas movies and drinking sugar-free hot chocolate. But no, because last December was when I started posting videos every single day. I think I might have missed a handful of days in that amount of time posting a video since December 1st of last year. I might have missed 5 or 6 days, maybe. I do remember at one point I was very ill and I was just trying to push it, and because I kept wanting to sew and share with you guys, and I couldn't. I was taking care of myself, but we all know that's perfectly fine to do that. So guys, thank you so much for joining me this morning on our Sew Along Saturday. I'm working the Irish chain, the Jelly Roll Irish chain. And hopefully I will have it completed in another 2 sessions. This is row A. And I will have these completed by nightfall tonight. I'll have all of them done and hopefully pressed. Then next week, we will do row B, which just alternates. Or who knows, I might just start sewing them and get them done too tonight. I don't know. I have no idea. I just sew whatever I feel like. This next week, I do have quite a few things, or this upcoming week, I have quite a few things, new things going on. So, y'all hang around. We're going to have some new stuff going on. So, give me a thumbs up if you have not yet. It does help my channel grow. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. I do try to respond to each and every comment personally. And as always, until I see you again, I hope you have a very blessed day. Goodbye.